Hello everyone. We are going to have a short video here to show you how to multiply numbers, I feel, as the best algorithm there is to multiply numbers. And I call it multiplication made quick, or the MMQ. And when we multiply this way, no matter what algorithm you use, you have to have two factors to multiply. Not three, not one, not five, two factors. So when I talk about the factors, I'm going to talk about the upper factor and the lower factor in this algorithm. So the lower factor is going to be the one you work with, possibly what you might say is the most, because you're going to multiply each of its digits to the other digits of the top factor. And we always start over on the right side with the first ones place factor. So in this case, we would multiply 6 times 3, and that would be 18. And I would carry the 1 from the tens place of the 18 to the next number in the top factor. And so again, I use the 6. 6 times 2 is 12, plus 1 is 13. Again, I have a ones to carry, so I carry it to the next place value, which is the hundreds in the top factor. And so again, I go back and multiply 6 times 5 is 30, plus 1, and I have no more digits in that top factor, so I finish it off with 3138. That took care of that factor, so it's gone. And so when that one's done, I move on to the next place value in the lower factor, which is the 4. So now with the 4, it's in the tens place. So that means I don't start over here in the ones, I have to drop over to the tens place. Many of you will put a 0 there to remind yourself. That's fine. If you don't, just remember you have to shift over because I'm in the tens place. So 4 times 3 is 12. And again, I'm going to get rid of these carry numbers here. And so 12, I carry a 1. 4 times 2 is 8, plus that 1 from the 12. So that makes 9. There's nothing to carry. So 4 times 5 is 20. I'm done with my multiplying. And then I'm going to add these rows up to get my product or the answer. So how many factors I have in this bottom, or how many digits I have in this bottom factor, determines how many rows I have of numbers I'm going to add. So now I add those up. I get 8, I get 5, I get 10, carry a 1, 4, 2. So my number then becomes 24,058 by multiplying 523 times 46. Now, if I had, and I can demonstrate that here, if I had another number, let's say I had 3 digits in the bottom factor, then I would have had another row, and this is in the 100ths place, so I would have to start over into the hundredths place with that digit. And I made it easy, so 1 times 3 is 3, 2, 5, and then I would add up. So every time I have a digit that I'm multiplying in that bottom factor, and I go to the next place value, I shift over one. And I keep shifting no matter how many digits there are. So because there's 3 digits there, I have 3 rows to add. Okay, now if I think about decimal multiplying. So let's say, and we'll keep it these numbers, 523 and 146. Let's put some decimals in here. So I'm going to place 1 here and 1 here. And I'm going to look at this now as 52 and 3/10 times 1 and 46 hundredths. When we multiply decimals, we're just still multiplying the same digits as what we did previously. But the decimals, some people will think, I've got to line those up. You never line up decimals when you multiply decimals. So as you can see, the one decimal's over here and this one's located over here. It doesn't matter. You ignore them when you multiply. And then when we're done to get to the product, we're going to talk about that. So as we go through this, you can imagine the decimals are gone, and we just multiply this out again. And we had this number, I believe, and then we had this number, and then we multiplied out 0.325. And as we add those up, we would get 8, 5, 13, carry a 1, 6, and 7. So we have this now as a product, 76358. Now we have to think about the decimals. They have to come back into my vision. So now we look at how many place values to the right of the decimal do these factors have? Digits in. So this one has 1 digit to the right of its decimal. This one has 2. So I add those up. So 1 plus 2 is 3 digits to the right of the decimal. So when I come down here to the product, here's my decimal if it's a whole number. So I'm going to go 1, 2, 3 places over, and this is then where my decimal is going to be located in this product. That 76 and 358 thousandths is my answer of multiplying 52 and 3/10 to 1 and 46 hundredths because of the decimal position. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, decimal goes. Again, a good thing to do when you multiply decimals is estimation. Does it make sense? So 52 times 1 as just whole numbers would be 52. I have 76. It's close to that amount because these numbers are larger than those whole numbers of 52 and 1. So that makes sense. If I would have put my decimal here and thought that's where it needed to go, that doesn't make sense. 52 times 1 is surely not 7. If I put it here, 52 times 1 is not that large, 763. So make sense of where that decimal does get located, and it's just like a good check. Estimate what easy numbers or compatible numbers you have, see what kind of answer you get. Does it make sense to you where you've put that decimal? So again, places. How many places to the right? 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, decimal goes. I hope this helps. If you struggle with multiplying, it's a quick video to remind yourself how to do it, so please use that as much as you need.